So that little area is of interest, and notice that it also has a little tidal creek associated with it. So if we move up, these are the Google Earth images just stitched together. Here's and this is before the breach, obviously. And we move up, and here's the Savage Dock. And what I like to see is how you can see the path has changed because of the oyster beds. And again, here's the breach down, not the breach, but the overwash here. There's that strange cut from earlier times. And then we get up to that junction that I showed on that drone picture. So right now the water is going this way to come down, where it's taking a turn that there's a possibility it could be encouraged to go in that direction. This is where I just point these out. I'm not the one to decide that, obviously. But you can see how channelized this has become. And this is going to straighten out eventually, most likely, but hard to say. But this is the one that I'm most interested in. So if we look at, here's that breach again, the overwash, and here's the tidal creek. And so that, we call that a soft solution, and they do it several times, they have done it several times down at Kiawah, where Tim Connor's group has actually gone through and dug a new channel. And then if there's a connecting series of tidal creeks, that might be something that could be encouraged for Mother Nature. And once that happens, then this would have reduced flow and could potentially be shut down. I have no idea if that's feasible, but that's just something I look for when I look at these. Here again is that overwash connects to the tidal creek, and there's that strange one. But that doesn't, this is so wide here, this wouldn't be as easy to cut through.
Leslie, if that were to happen with the original, the breach that's there now naturally flows up?
It depends on how successful this is, because again, Mother Nature needs outlets and inlets, and there's only so much water that has to go in to fill this basin, Timicau area, and has to go out. And imagine if there were 10 of these inlets, each one would be reduced in flow, so some of them would be silted in, and they close up. Because apparently Mother Nature needs one more inlet in this area. That's why it's there. But if another one were to occur, maybe it would reduce the flow enough so that you can fill it in. And that's what they've done at Kiawah. They've kind of accelerated Mother Nature, and they did a soft solution cut and took that material and filled and made a dike across the old one. And it's been very successful 3 times. So that's the kind of thing that Tim Hunt will probably look at.
We still have the same problem. We just moved up the beach a little bit.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's the old one that was there.
Yes.
I remember.
Oh yeah, you'll still have that, but the problem is Mother Nature wants an inlet.
Right.
So,
It's away from the houses.
yeah, this is going to be a long-term,
walk.
if this were even feasible, and I don't know if it is. Yes.
Why wouldn't you just make that straight?
Across here,
Yeah.
because then it's going to impact this area.
No, I mean the new outlet.
The new blue line,
Straight
straight
out
line.
instead of the wiggly line.
Good.
All the way up.
Go up.
Right.
Cause
Well,
you
this is where the tidal creek
That's
is.
natural.
That's natural. You're not cutting. That wouldn't be cut. This would be the only cut necessary, and it's already at a low point, I think.
Yeah.
But, if that high tide created that new inlet from an area that wasn't even an old tidal creek, I think this might have some feasibility, but I don't know.
You said a second ago that it's been successful at Kiawah 3 times. Did you mean they've done it 3 different sections or the same section 3 times?
The same section, because the spit keeps growing south. They cut it at a certain point, and then it migrates south, and they cut it again.
Okay.
3 times.
That doesn't sound real successful.
No, it's great. I mean, they're just working with Mother Nature.
So basically,
This is not helping elsewhere.
if I understood you correctly when you explained that to me, they just budget annually, and they know every so many years, let's just
Yeah,
use
it's about every
10
10
years,
Yeah.
they know every 10 years they're going to move that again. So they budget annually and set aside the money, and then just move that every decade.
Yeah. And, you know, I don't know how much hard structures cost around here, but we are in a rising sea, and we are in an area that we're already being told by Ma nature, that there needs to be another inlet there.